Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This is just going to be a quick one going over the new patch. So, it should be out by the time I upload this video. We actually have to move kind of fast because the update's starting in 5 minutes. So let's go through it. So there's going to be a new game mode that unlocks at Stronghold 10, which is exciting. I will come back after the update and then go through that new game mode when it's in the game. But the main thing that I want to talk about is the balancing adjustments to the races and how it affects pretty much mostly the early game players and free-to-play players, not really the late game ones, because I actually have no idea how I guess the change would affect them. So the melee troops got changed. Doesn't matter to us, like we don't care about that at all. But I will say, just from looking at it, it does look like a big reduction. Could make a decent difference. Another thing with this game is it's hard to know what percentage change will have how much effect on the units, I guess. Like a 50% change sometimes doesn't even really make that big of a difference. The chance that attacks trigger piercing arrow has been reduced from 70 to 50%. I don't think that makes too much of a difference considering how often they attack, but we'll see. So it's from 15% accuracy and damage against melee units by 40%, and damage against troop units by 40%, to increases accuracy by 15% and damage against melee troops by 40%. Now, I guess it depends on how you read this. In the first text, the melee units and troops stack, so if it's 80% difference, then it's a big deal. But if they're only saying that now the bonus damage doesn't work against like melee heroes, for example, that's not really too big of a difference for free-to-play players, because we only really care about dealing damage against troops because that's the only thing that's in our events. I mean, it might affect how we do in like damage challenges like the Nightfire monster, but if it's really just saying you won't deal 40% extra damage against heroes now, then I don't care about that at all, because I don't even want to do any PvP or anything like that. I just care about how I place in the events. They remove some of the additional damage effects from the piercing arrows. I don't know what that means, what percentage that is, but anyway. If it's a lot of percentage, then it could be a big deal. I don't know. The dwarfs, they gave extra damage reduction to the mechs and increased a shield. That's pretty good. The duration of the buff granted to marksman upon hitting a headshot is 10 seconds. Now, if this stacked before and you could refresh it, then it doesn't even matter, because they would be getting the buff all the time. So I don't think it makes too big of a difference. I do like to see a buff to humans, because I love to play humans and they're my favorite race. So if they were better than Rakan, I would switch straight away. Or even if they're just a little bit as good, I would switch. So yeah, 40% damage. That's great. This resistance change, I mean, I don't really care about dealing magic damage because the troops only deal physical anyway. Well, they maybe do some percent magic, but it's not that high. And my heroes are too weak to even do any magic damage anyway. So if you're early game, that doesn't really affect you too much. I'm glad they fixed the meat dumpling in Clash of Kings, because that was insane. And we'll also have a look at the new shop when the update hits. Yeah, so basically overall, I think that it depends. I'll do a quick Glory Tower attempt so we can see if there's a large difference. But if Rakan suddenly like sucks, then it's fine. Like, you can switch to dwarf. But if they're still decent, then I'm gonna obviously stay as Rakan, because it's more conducive to winning events and stuff. And if you go dwarves, you kind of want to have some stuff into your mechs. So I'll just keep doing a few tries, just to compare it with after the update drops. Maybe just go until we get kicked out of the server. Yeah. While we're doing this, I guess I'll just talk about what's going on in our server. I'm second in the Nightfire at the moment. I just took Joe's troops, so that's good. And looks like we're gonna come first in the Chaos Cultist, but it just depends if someone gets 1 second. Not entirely sure whether that will happen, but yeah. Oh, looks like we're going out. So I'll be back when the update's done, and we'll go over the new game mode and maybe do some comparisons to see, are we going to keep playing Rakan or switch to something else? Hey, welcome back. It's a few hours later. Pretty sure I'm in a different shirt, but you'll have to live with it. So the patch is updated and the changes to the troops have gone through. We'll do a comparison to see how that has affected our archers. And here's the new event, Signal Fortress. I have used all my 5 attempts that you get. You start off with 5, and every 12 hours you get 1 more extra challenge, and it stacks up to 5, kind of like how the dragon horns do. Yeah. You get rewards for each star you complete of the level. There's 3 stars. You can kind of like perfecting a void stage. I will say that when you attack these, I guess, not attack, defend against these troops, you should look in the unit details and see what they're vulnerable to. So these troops are vulnerable to marauders and heroes. This stage was actually really hard, stage 4. The only way I could beat it was by placing Avril first. I don't know how you guys will go with it, but yeah, for me it was hard. Maybe I'm just bad at this. Each time you complete a stage, you get the pieces to upgrade the troops. And they also have district bonuses, kind of like Starfall wins. So there'll be some building and research speed in there, I'm sure. With the shop, I intend to buy the whole top row, and also the do, and then the utility chests. That's all for the event. I can't really think of anything extra to add for it. You just go through the stages and buy the stuff from the shop. Use the materials when you get them. It's not too hard. Yeah, the levels weren't that hard to beat the first stage, so you'll be fine for the first day at least anyway. On to a comparison for the troops. So maybe, I don't know how high-tech my editing skills are, but there might be a side-by-side of before and after. It's the same stage. I didn't progress any further. So let's see how it goes. Now, I think it's all quite a decent bit weaker. If I'm doing a side-by-side comparison, because I watched the clips back just before I record this, the top swords to the right of the first pack from, you know what I mean, the ones one to the right of the edge, sure, whatever, they were getting killed way faster. themselves, but now they die before they even kill the whole pack of them. So I think there is quite a big difference in the power of the archers now, that I don't think that I'll switch race or anything just yet. I mean, I'm itching to play humans, but I don't think that it's actually even big enough of a nerf to justify it. Like, I'm pretty sure if I switch to humans right now and deploy a only range formation, I'm just gonna not even kill one unit against that stage of the glory tower. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing a stream when the lucky wheel drops, like this, when the server resets and the lucky wheel drops, like as soon as it happens. So whatever time that is for your account, as soon as the reset is and lucky wheel is going to drop, I'll be live on my channel if you want to watch my spins. I intend to do 190, I think, maybe less if someone talks me out of it, but if not, I'm doing 190 on that day, and then I'm just buying the discount ones for the next wheel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think it's a short one, don't know, maybe it feels like that because it's in 2 parts, but whatever. Cool, thank you for watching, have a great time, bye.